Greetings and welcome to the Diablo 2 Resurrected live stream, first of this season 6. And we're just gonna start in at level 85 Assassin. Good old faithful. Not having the right 100% build currently, but maxed out blade skills. Still have Shadow Master, because I just recently got full Natalia set, which will help us. Yeah, which then means we don't need the Shadow Master anymore to tank for us, actually. Because sometimes Shadow Master is converting, which is very annoying. Because we cannot kill converted enemies. Test, test. Test, test. It's been some time. Also, I don't know about Venom. I guess it adds some damage. And we can start the run timer. I guess 3 Tal rune make a rather rune, right? Scythe. Don't need that, we need a Thresher actually. So damage goes up like 100 damage, but it's, I mean, it's poison damage, but I guess 0.4 seconds of poison time is actually pretty good. Well, it was a fast Atmos proc. Still, this guy is not taking a lot of damage. Huh? Oh, I need to get used to the run counter actually. Let's see. Delete those runs. All right. Because in the grand scheme of things, we do a lot of runs. Casting Venom or not is 1 second that you need more. And you might think like, oh, 1 second, that's not a lot, but you know. If you do 1,000 runs, that's 1,000 seconds. Adds up, you know, it's like 15 minutes, a bit more than that. So we're really looking just for runes, mostly. I'm not. Is Atmos triggering, huh? Hey Eric, nice to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Yes, we have Atmos Scarab, and there's a 5% chance to cast level 2 Amplified Damage and Striking, which is pretty neat. Helps us. Ooh, these are not too bad, but they're missing faster unlock. Helps us against this pesky physical immunity that sometimes spawns. I don't have a Bone Break charm as of now. I would gladly take one, because at least then we do a little bit of damage, and even if Atmos doesn't proc, and then later we need a mercenary with Reaper's Toll, but that mercenary needs a lot of survivability and Travincal. That means he needs Kira's Guardian, it means Templars, what Guardian Angel, I think it's called. So yeah, down the line, Reaper's Toll would be the best. And again, I forgot to count the run. Oh well. Need to get used to the good old habit. Death Mask, not quite what you're looking for. I don't know if Andy can even drop here. Probably not. Ooh, Aldous, that's actually pretty neat. No, that's IK, right? My bad. But you see, I mean, we dropped that in a unique. Like Travincal is just amazing. Blackthorns and Immortal Kings. Immortal Kings is actually pretty neat because it's 40% faster run walk. Good chunk of life. Let's keep the stuff for now, but not really something worth mentioning, I'd say. Hey Jaspreet, how's it going? Nice to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Are you enjoying season 6? Hashtag no changes. I mean, we still come back to D2 every time, right? There's just something about it. I cannot quite put my finger on it. Anybody tried last Epoch? Because I have. And yeah, it's nice. Well, I haven't reached Endgame there or something. Just playing it for the campaign, I guess. Yes, made Sogan Pala as always. Yeah, solid choice. Solid choice. I'm making Assassin as always, I guess. Any notable drops so far? I mean, it's been like, what? A week? 2 weeks? Stone Skin, don't run away, my goodness. Poor run timer. I should not chase this, but it's a principle thing now. Ah, well, at least we get a full redo. What a waste of time. And we need to use that redo. I'm still not super tanky. And like we need a couple more items. But of course, full Natalia set is already pretty good. Best drop Lamrune, oh no. I got an Amrune in Hellforge. Nightmare, so that was lucky. And I found Titan's Revenge in Stony Tombs, which I traded for a Lemrune, which I then traded for I don't know what. But I'm still baffled. Like this weapon is so rare. I never found it myself, but I'm not. I mean, I'm not farming TC 85, right? It's not gonna drop in Travincal, but it's so rare. And as of now, like 2 weeks in, 1 week in. Wait, when was Ladder Season 6 now? Before I 15th of February. Okay, so that's 2 weeks. The weapon is only worth 1 perfect amethyst. Like that's just so crazy to me. Because thinking back, in I think season 2 or 3, I actually traded. I bought it for a Vex rune, but it was like on day 2 of ladder. So yeah, of course. I mean, the price is higher then. What's happening here? This guy is really annoying me here. It was day 2 of ladder, so yeah, and I just needed, I traded the, I found the Tal Rasha's amulet, I traded this in for a Vex and the Vex for the weapon, but like looking back, okay, just wait a few more days and prices drop like crazy. So a few perfect amethysts actually can get you pretty far. Trading bunch of Annie. Yeah, Annies are like really gone down in value, right? There were like a few clone walks, I think, and people are like pretty prepared for these. Like there was this guy coming in the public game and just like dropping 10 Annies. I'm like, okay, well, it's one way to do it. It's like Thunder prices. Cold gets you a ton early and just drops off a cliff. Yeah. I've seen a lot of paladins and sorks in Bale run games. So people still going like the usual route, huh? Man, what are these runs? Look at these council members running away like crazy. I really don't want to pick up tile runes anymore. Eric, for you, any luck? What are you playing? So for me, it was actually good to start later in the ladder or have a slow start. I mean, due to like, you know, life being busy with a newborn. Because prices drop and then I can actually get like, you know, a decent starter. And now we're looking for an Omrune to make Whirlwind Assassin eventually. Again, it's like, why? Well, again and again. Hey Molly, how are you doing? Molly Brown in the house. Got almost all of my wealth to set up from Sunders and Annie's. Almost no good drops, no high runes. Wow. So you mean pretty early on you got them and then they were worth quite some? Again with the Alders. I already found this today actually. I guess like torch is also very valuable, especially at the beginning, right? We still need a torch. Thanks, Molly. It's been great, but it's been exhausting too. Don't have much high gear on my sword. Just farm Nightmare Countess with her. She's a charged bolter. Ah, okay. Well, why not, right? Nightmare Countess gives you up to let's look up the cheat sheet. Nightmare Countess up to Io rune. That's okay, but it's not really great, isn't it? It's not really great, is it? So if you can do hell in some way, shape, or form, that would be way better, I guess. Wow. That really hurt. That conviction. Hey, Shea rune. So you can actually see runes dropping pretty frequently. We just need higher ones. Just need higher ones. That's it? Okay. But I'm not too happy with, well, how things are looking right now. I feel like I'm taking a lot of damage. I'm taking a lot of damage. I don't like that. So what's the problem here? Probably rings are bad. This has too low all res actually. Also, I need 2 socket quests and I don't have any more left. Too bad. Play the Fury Druid, put on a cheap Reaper's Toll. You can do most content with a physical sunder, very tanky, no need for CTA, Enigma, Infinity, on us. That's true. Like, well, I don't know where you got the Reaper's toll, but if you have it, like, you're literally the beast. I mean, you're a wolf, of course, but it's so good. I actually also wanted to play that, but getting to that Reaper's toll, I don't know. It's, well, it's not really fun. I mean, I don't know how you did it before you got the Reaper's toll, but it seems very limited for that very, very good weapon. Hey, we actually got level up. Hey Christopher, how's it going? How are you, mate? Your favorite build? Mine too. Try to change it up a bit with Sorks. I make every time. Tired of making enchant bow Sorks. Well, charged bolt Sorks actually cool. I have a video about it up at the channel. It looks great. I really like it in cows. So if you get the gear and can farm cows, it's really great. Very good AoE. And just a bit of a different flavor, right? Got Reapers for a lamb. Well, that's cool. That's not too bad. But where did you get the lamb rune then? Like for the last season, I always try to do something different. And then I end up making a Blade Fury Assassin anyways. No. The good old faithful. Definitely my favorite build, as it is able to do all content cheaply. Yeah, that's true. Not doing too well, but holding it down. I'm sorry to hear that. All the best to you. Stay strong. Slow if no teleport AoE, even if you're one-shotting anything. Yeah, that's true. That's the can teleport with in werewolf form really sucks. They could have at least done that. I mean, there are mods out there that do it. Of course, you can only use that in single player, but it is just possible. It's like a minor tweak to the code, I would say. I mean, yeah, maybe animation needs to be checked so that it's not buggy, but you know, as long as it doesn't break. And I guess this is partly philosophy. Never touch a running software, right? And I can't imagine any resources being put into Diablo 2 Resurrected. Like being in software development myself, I know that legacy products just don't get any attention unless they really have to, like in terms of, you know, maintenance or updates or stuff, but nothing new. Now resources go into new development here. So I'm quite happy with what we got because a lot of builds or more builds were made viable. I mean, you see it right here, like Blade Fury, for example, with the synergies added, with the attack rating added. That's really, really great, and I'm grateful for that. I don't expect any changes unless we get a surge in player base here or interest through like streaming, and then yeah, no, there's like potential of new buyers of the software. I got the lamp from a Travincal drop in pits, just like you had. Hey, yeah, yeah. I also got it in the pits, man. I like pits actually. One of my favorite. I'm not really farming it too often, but one of my favorite TC 85s, along with Stony Tombs. But finding Stony Tombs is, yeah, not great. How do you have no teleport? It's rather weird. I don't know if you're talking to me or someone else, but I don't have teleport because I'm in ladder and I'm not wealthy enough yet, or Enigma or anything. But I'm rocking the full Natalia set, which makes me powerful enough to farm here. Thank you, friend. I really appreciate that. Yeah. Thank you for coming in regularly, posting, commenting. I really appreciate that. We got an amulet, the cat's eye. Woohoo! Good one. I really like it. I actually have it already because I trade, I think, the lamp for it. Always nice. Let's put it on today's drops. We have the cat's eye. So if anybody needs the cat's eye, let me know. Ah, not talking about the guy in chat, yeah. I see. I see. Yeah, I wish I could keep doing change, but I agree they seem finished. Yeah, they seem, I mean, yeah. In terms of resources, it's a finished project, you know. Like the changes that came with like also Terror Zone, also pretty great. And I always like suspect it was like a small crew that was like maybe a mix of apprentice, maybe one more senior dev, just to toy around a bit, you know, having a bit of passion. But I think some of the guys who worked initially on like on Diablo 2 Resurrected, the remaster, the whole studio was bought by Activision Blizzard, as far as I understand. And then, I mean, recently I think a part of them got laid off even. So, not sure what happened there. It's a shame though. What level is your sin? We are level 86. We just got 86 actually. I have to jump out, but thanks to your streaming and love it, baby. Thank you so much, and thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Have a good day, evening, morning, wherever you are. Let's put 1 point into... I don't know, actually. Let's put 1 point into... Claw Mastery. Most of these guys quit before layoff. Yeah, that might be. I don't have any... I don't claim to have any insight here. Where do you find this run count? Hello and welcome, BGS Move. Nice of you to stop by. Let me finish this run and I'm gonna check it out. But I'm actually not sure where the version is to download because I have it for some time. But it's called MF Timer. Maybe I have a bookmark. I'm gonna check it in a second because it's been some time. Let's see. And actually, the software prompted me for an update, which I didn't follow up through. So maybe it's still being developed. Oh yeah, it's actually here. I can put it in the chat, I guess. Here's the link to the GitHub. Have 72 mods? No, for a fact. Hey Lando, how you doing? Always nice to see a Blazing Crush and having a ton of fun with Minor Season. Yeah, and thank you again. You dropped me some stuff at the beginning. It was really, really nice and helped out. And yeah, I was trying to do something different, but always coming back to the blades, and you know, always coming back. Just too good. It's just too good. Too good at what it does, you know. It has some shortcomings, I would say, but you know, being able this early and with a budget build to farm Travincal in like 1 minute runs, it's always amazing. Don't need any Thunder Charms, you know. What's happening? Something's blocking me. Shaco! Why it's not unique? So the ideal setup then for Whirlwind Assassin in like a Magic Find build is like Shaco, and then we get Enigma, and then we get one Plague, and then we get, of course, Chaos Runeword, and then I need to see, I think, Arax, like all the good stuff, you know. Did I break the chat with the link? I hope not. Actually, Blade Sentinel is pretty strong. Gothic Shield. We actually have quite a fair amount of uniques and set scenes so far. So even it's only 97% magic find, it seems to yeah, it seems to work pretty well. So anyone in here tried last Epoch? Epoch. It's only 35 euros here. Actually, pretty good deal, I would say. I'm not advertising for it. Sorry about that. Come on, Atmas, there you go. What's happening? Boom. You're welcome, glad to help. Last Epoch is good. Haven't tried Last Epoch, D2 is still too much fun. Yeah, it's good. I'm just a bit hesitant. I played it in offline mode, pure offline mode, because yeah, of the server issues, and I'm actually having fun with it. But it's not drawing me in. It's not drawing me in like coming back like maybe D2 does. So not sure yet. I wanna at some point play through the campaign. But yeah, I feel like the graphics, they're good, but they're not like, I mean, sometimes there isn't enough weight behind the abilities or something. I don't know. It's hard to actually explain. And yeah, maybe if they get stable servers and the transition between like areas, which is now like taking some time, maybe if that is fixed, maybe I will play online or something. I'm not sure. But I guess I don't have the time, and maybe also not don't have the energy to, you know, learn a new game from the ground up and then potentially maybe know it enough so I can make nice gem train. Can make maybe videos about it, you know. Yeah, I can play through it casually, but it is more complex than D2 in a sense. Or like I just already know so much about D2. The good thing with Epoch is it explains everything if you want to. I mean, there's a guide in game that you can just pull up, you know, for example, oh, poison damage. What does poison damage do? How does it work? How does it function, you know? Like, think about Diablo 2. Nobody even knows how poison damage works. And even recently, there were videos, I think, from Macro Beer Boy about like how poison works and stuff, because people just trying to figure it out somehow. Because nobody knows really, or it's not written down at least. Also, the character sheet is lying to you all the time and all that stuff. I mean, in that way, it's simple because it's not overwhelming with like text and data and whatever. No? That there's more of that in Last Epoch, but it's also explained there. Like every stat, every point, like attribute, or every like affix, suffix, everything is like explained. You know, so step by step, you can actually learn everything if you apply yourself. So that's kind of neat. Last Epoch's basically Diablo, better than D4. You have to admit it was a different time and era for D2. Yeah, sure. I wholeheartedly agree. I mean, this is a game that is like over 20 years old. I mean, I'm not expecting as much hand holding, and that's actually a good thing in this case, and it's actually an appeal of Diablo 2, you know, and like diving deep and figuring things out and theory crafting, and but it's still kind of a bit limited. But you saw, especially with some changes, like with patch 2.4, with Sanders, it just opens up for more off meta stuff, and some of these builds just need a little bit of a push to be like viable, you know. But it's still crazy to me that some of the stuff that, for example, Double Billy is showing off, you know, that it's even possible, like just living off of procs of skills of items and giving them the synergies through your skills, or something like a enchant bow sorceress. Imagine in Diablo 4 you're so limited to everything, like to the design of the developer, and Diablo 2 feels more like a playground. And I believe that Last Epoch is also more of a playground because you can mix and match stats. You can invest into skills. They have their own skill tree, like the skills themselves. So I think this is very good for the longevity in terms of like theory crafting and toying around with like builds. And yeah, Diablo 2 is also has this, but it's fairly limited by just the difficulty that you have in Hell. That just some of these builds are not strong enough, you know. D2 is unfinished. Yeah, in a way it's unfinished, you know, like you see that with, I think patch 2.4 brought a lot of great changes to skills that were just really lacking. But that's just Blizzard for you, you know. Look at the World of Warcraft. Like vanilla World of Warcraft is very great, but you can also see the flaws and can also see that a lot of it is missing because they already jumped to the expansion, and then they were fixing some stuff with the expansion in the skill trees. And yeah, same with Diablo 4. Same with Diablo 3. Diablo 3 was not super great at release, but I would argue that, and most people agree, that after the expansion it was way better. Like a lot better. A lot more fun. And I'm hoping for Diablo 4 for the expansion. I'm not really keen on it because like, oh, okay, I have to spend more money, so they fix their game. But I mean, I already have fun with it. Just, you know, there's just something is just severely lacking in Diablo 4, and mostly it's for me, it's the itemization. Going through all these rare items again and again is just so tiring. But the core gameplay is very fun. Arguably more fun than Last Epoch, like the moment-to-moment gameplay. If you find a build that's fun. They also lack diversity. They also lack uniques for some builds in Diablo 4. They lack items, they lack itemization. The whole aspect system is like, it's not great. It's not a great feeling to find a new great item and then you also have to find the aspect so you can actually use it. Like, there's a lot of stuff wrong and doesn't really respect your time always. And I like it in D2. Like, you still have some items that are still great, although they drop in normal, or you can make them early on, like Rhyme Shield. Like, you know, what else do we have? Well, I don't have it, I guess. But like Staff of Teleportation, like something like that. That's pretty cool. And I don't like this item power system, item level system that Diablo 4 has, but I don't know enough about Last Epoch yet. I just think the crafting system is great as far as I have seen. Like, it's very flexible. You can actually build part of your item. And Diablo 4 does not have crafting, although they call it crafting. It's just re-rolling one stat. And what basically happens is that if you're looking for a new upgrade, you're looking for something that has at least 3 out of 4 good stats, and then the fourth one you will re-roll. So it's not really exciting. It's more like requirement or tedious. Last Epoch is what happens when people have 30 years to apply design theory to a product in genre. Yeah, I think it started with a Reddit post or something. Like some guys wanted to make a great ARPG game, and then the company they founded and worked on Last Epoch on, I think grew to like 90 people, which is still not like a lot, right? And like, how many people are working on Diablo 4? 600? Probably like 200 are art. But if you see the systems that Last Epoch has, then it's really sad to see what Diablo 4 brings to the table, right? I mean, the deep skill trees, the loot filter, the endgame system that's probably already more than Diablo 4 has. But again, I haven't played endgame in Last Epoch, just what I heard or saw. Didn't even see much actually. Ooh, 2 traps, increase attack speed. Wow. I'm not paying $80 for that. No thanks. You mean the expansion? Yeah, we see how much it costs, right? It depends. I mean, I'm hoping for season 4 to bring the good itemization changes, and PTR will be coming, so public test room, so don't have to pay for that, right? You can just look. But they have to build a lot of, let's say, momentum and maybe trust for people to invest into the expansion. They have quite some time. I believe they have like at least 2, if not 3 seasons until the expansion drops. Oh my god, I'm getting wrecked. What is happening? It's always with this guy here with his immunity. Okay. Sometimes Atmos is just not proccing. Diablo doesn't have person whose brains vision as leader. Maybe it just has too many people with too many visions, and sometimes if you're that big of a company, it's I don't know, some things get lost in terms of like priority and like what to actually work on, and then I guess the individuals that work on Diablo, they are very passionate, but they don't get to decide. As you said, it might be like a single person, some persons up there. I bet they had vision, but might be just different than what we expected. And I think what they always try to do is like do it a bit different than before. I mean, they could just copy D2, but nobody like would like that. No? It's clear that Diablo 3 and Diablo 4 are different games in the same genre, in the same universe. But some of the systems are just really lacking. Hey, Tony Montana, what's up? Nice to see you. How is it going? Leadership is key and Blizzard has none. Yeah, that could be the case. I'm facing a similar problem at my work, so I know how frustrating this can be if you're not at the higher level, but at like a mid-level. And they don't like give you the resources or support that you need to actually deliver the product. Visions focus on money, passion only gets you so far. That might very well be true. I mean, at the end, you also need the money, or the let's say resources. You know, let's say resources, because you can have passionate developers, but it's just not enough because the requirements are too high. You know. Just sub, bro. Good luck. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy your stay or the videos I put out. There's poor leadership, yeah. That's too often the case, you know. But I have to say, not as an excuse, but wait, Sorry, I had to sneeze. I have to say, being like these 2 years of COVID and all, so with home office and probably home office still persisting, and seeing how it affects also my work or our work in the company, it's really hard sometimes to be an effective leader when people are just at home sitting there. I'm not saying you need to boss them around, but you know, being like catching like the atmosphere, like the mood, the room, like, you know, creating some energy. It's like really hard through remote work. People too scared to tell people about poor leadership. Yeah, I mean, sometimes they don't even know what they need exactly. You know, it's not always easy to. Ooh, wait a second. Let's see. So I can change it for the cold res because light res is more important. Losing some attack rating though. Maybe I put it here. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Nice. Let's put the Ra rune here. I actually wanted to collect all the jewels that drop from Travincal and then like make a video where I identify like 40 of them or so. Let's see if I remember that. I have 1 jewel so far. Don't know if it makes for an interesting video anyways. But it might be fun. Identifying 40 trash jewels. Maybe I need to make like a thumbnail so you never believe what kind of jewels I found in Travincal. And make a face on the thumbnail. Ugh, I shudder at the thought. Not my style, although it's effective, huh? What's your field of work, Chris, by the way? Do you work in IT? Because you seem to have a lot of opinion and maybe experience that you bring to the table. Like, we do find a decent amount of uniques, don't we? It's kind of cool to see. Just need the right ones. Just need the right ones. I can feel it. You're close. Cold rest, cold damage. We actually don't need the cold rest currently. Yeah, I probably forgot it's an ITM director. Oh, so you're leader. Yeah, sorry that I forgot. I think maybe you told me once, but it's been quite some time since then. You're an OG to this channel, and I'm very thankful for that. Like having a few people in here while doing these runs is just motivation to keep going, you know. Even though it's not always consistent due to things going on in my life, but it's cool to see that if I come back to stream a bit, you guys also come back. So thank you for that. I also have my own company and my family. We have a non-profit. Wow, that sounds like a lot of work, man. It's been a while, yeah. Sounds like a lot of work, and you still have time to game. Thank you for you what you do. Thank you. Appreciate the words. It's always a two-way thing, you know. That's how it started. No? It brings me a bit back to the roots on why I even put out content. Huh? Yeah, some of my content like a bit deviated from that, and then I was trying out some stuff. But in the end, it's about getting out some information, some maybe useful tips, guides, builds, something interesting for people that play D2, maybe D4, maybe even last Epoch at some point. Hey, Double Billy! Yeah, it's my turn. It's my turn to stream. What? How's your quest for the +3 Throw Mastery helmet going? Wow, it's a high praise. Thank you. Yeah, I also like to watch Double Billy, but most of the time he streams when I'm sleeping. But I try to catch him either at evening or at night or at the morning. And I hope, Billy, you continue your quest for the bis min max throw bar, because I like to follow it. Make a new mixtape. Wow. He's busy. He's busy. He needs to min max his throw bar on ladder. He's doing cows. I think he's hearing moo moo in his sleep. Moo 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 moo. War staff. Sounds fancy. What? What's that? Yeah, Jade Bong, Jang Bong. It's actually so cool. And then you're like, what? Enhanced damage, attack rating, Blaze, Frost Nova, Nova. Like, what did they think? And defense. So, what is this for? Some sorcerer that bongs people uses Nova for, I guess, damage, uses Frost Nova for slow, uses Blaze for running around. Min-max them beats. But it's also such a flavorful item. Just not a use case for it. Sorry. Oh, we have another jewel. 2. Now we have 2. For the grand identifying. If anybody has a token lying around or something, I would take that. Because I need to min-max my spec. But then I'm thinking, okay, if I do that, maybe I should wait until I have Enigma and then do it. So I'm just not using my Shadow Master now because I don't need it. And I don't want it to convert anything here. Man, we have a lot of physical immune. This spawns a lot of times. But then where would I put these 20 points? Probably into Venom and or Claw Mastery. Okay. Don't want to proc, then I'm gonna go out of here. I actually want to find a schedule where I do the 100 runs a day again. I think that would be pretty neat. It comes down to, I guess, almost 2 hours. It sounds a lot. Ooh, Hexfire. Oh no. as well as the Atjan, I think, is it? Almost 2 hours of stream every day sounds like a lot though, so I guess 50 runs a day. It sounds like too little though. Ah, come on. And then, because I really can't stream for a long time. Do I pop that laser rate on my assassin? Oh yeah, you can still, you can use that, right? I remember like trying all these different weapons. Like, what's the dagger called? With like, whoops, like a lot of deadly strike and crushing blow, and I don't know. I tried a lot of different weapons, but it always came back to using claw. Just also for the claw mastery, which also gives you crit strike, and yeah, I still think an ethereal plague Suvaya is the best weapon. With all that it comes with, right? With all these stats that it comes with. And then if you have a mercenary with the Crepify, so with Thrasher, then yeah, Flash Ripper is nice. I think I used it once. But only temporarily, you know? Only temporarily. I know, Lando, since you're still here, what is your endgame weapon of choice for the Blade Fury Assassin? Because I even tried Last Wish, right? I mean, in offline, of course, because I'm not building that. And it wasn't great. It just wasn't great. And at some point, it's like, is it really about the damage anymore? I mean, I'm killing everything easily, even on like P8 or something. I think I have a P8 video up. Clearing Chaos Sanctuary on the Blade Fury Assassin. Totally agree, Plague Biz. Yeah. I had my Sin doing well over 100k damage as long as amp damage proc. How do you know how much damage she does? Like, I mean, I can see here like 1k, but this is not the real damage, right? I need to put in the damage to demons. I put in like whatever amp damage. I mean, are you really calculating that? It's actually not bad, huh? It's actually not bad. Any druids? Molly is still here. I think he left. She left. He left. Molly Brown. Same here. Tried last season. Didn't feel any better than Death X of Flash Ripper. Yeah, Flash Ripper. Yeah, right. Yeah, Flash Ripper. Sorry. Flash Ripper is the end game dagger, right? That you just mentioned. I'm always confusing it with the mace. Like not Demon Limb, but there's this other one that has like a similar name, I guess. And yeah, Flash Ripper is also great. But Plague, ever since Plague, if you roll a high ED on Plague and plus 2 skills, chef's kiss. In an ethereal weapon, wow, damage is insane. That's the beauty of Blade Fury, like you can use ethereal weapons. Unfortunately, there's no set. There is no set ethereal. Like imagine Natalia's ethereal. Last Wish is more definitely defensive. Yeah, I guess if you were to go for Ubers or something, maybe then it's great. You know, you get like the life tab, I think. Flash render. Ah, yeah, thank you. Flash render. What about Def and F@X? Yeah, it's also good. I think I have a video up that is like Blade Fury weapon progression, and I think I also go over that. But it is not worth the cost. Like if you look at of the cost of a plague rune word, even though you use just an ethereal base with no mods or with like, I don't know, +1 to blade 3, nothing fancy. It's still way cheaper than a Death Axe, and it's still way cheaper than the Last Wish. And before I say something wrong, let me cheat sheet the Death. Yeah, Death is Hell, El, Vex, or Gull. Well, I guess it's, yeah, it's more expensive than a Plague. No? Plague is Chum, which is basically a Vex, and then Shale is not really worth much. Death gives you Glacial Spike on attack. Damage is certainly there. Damage is certainly there, so it's a good option, but you just don't underestimate claws. You get a lot of plus damage and attack rating here, also critical strike chance. It is said that the attack rating doesn't apply to Blade Fury, so that's a bummer. But yeah, if you have a Death and an Etin X lying around, and sure. That's the flexibility of Blade Fury. You can, or Blade, let's say Blade Assassin, because don't forget Blade Sentinel. It's actually a pretty good skill. Yeah, attack rating is an issue. You can actually use Reaper's Toll. Although two-handed weapons have a severe penalty, you only get 3/8 of your damage applied to Blade Fury. It is good enough, and it works great because it procs Decrepify all the time. And then maybe you get Pride Mercenary. But we all know what the ultimate assassin is. The ultimate assassin is the Whirlwind Assassin. And that is what's great. She's the only character other than the Barbarian who can Whirlwind, and it's just spin to win, right? And I find it so cool that it's possible to do that. And you can actually really gear that out. No? You can gear that build out. And it's very strong. And that's what we're trying to do. For the third time or something, I actually already have 2 Whirlwind Assassins from previous ladders. So I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm just doing the same thing. But, you know, apparently ladder is where it's at. Maybe I should just stream non-ladder. But you know what Scooter always says? The chase is better than the catch. So chasing for reaching Whirlwind Assassin is kind of the whole point. No. So I was a bit hesitant then when you gave me like quite a bit of stuff in the beginning. It wasn't too much, but I was like, do I really want to take everything, or do I want to, you know, get it myself? But I guess it makes sense to get at least like the basic stuff, because it takes enough time and a lot of time to get all the fancy stuff, you know, the high rune stuff. So the earlier I can efficiently farm in Travincal, the better. But yeah, some of the fun is also in, like, you know, making your first steps, building your first spirit, and not to play for assassin, but you know, in general, building your first rhyme, getting your pattern, and seeing as you progress and get stronger and get more capable, it's a nice feeling of progression. That's why I also enjoy from time to time playing through the game, maybe even on hardcore, where you have to do more tactile approach. But I actually don't enjoy it with every character, right? Seems like Blade Fury or Assassins really. Do you play Woven with Blade Sentinel? Whew, that's a good question. There's like different variants to Woven Assassin, right? So I actually like the variant that is maxing out the blade skill still, and then I'm maxing out claw mastery, and then I'm putting the rest of my points in the venom. So I'm actually not doing death sentry at all. I could do death sentry with +2 death sentry in the claws alone. Like imagine I have +3 on both claws, then +2 for plague, +2 from enigma, +2 from Shaco. That's already +6. So I get a decent range here if I want to use Death Sentry. So that's basically that's my basic Woven setup. And because it keeps me flexible, right? It keeps me flexible in terms of playstyle. If I want to do Woven, I do Woven. If I don't, I just do Blade Fury, because I still do a ton of damage for Blade Fury. If I don't want to do Blade Sentinel, mix it with Death Sentry, I still can do that, just to chill, you know? If you go like full Woven, if you only solely focus on Woven, then I guess it would only be like Claw Mastery and Venom that you effectively need. But Blade Shield is also a factor. So if you look here on Blade Shield, you see the damage, right? I'm not doing anything, it's just Blade Shield. So it's actually decent. Is it significant enough? I don't know. Probably not. But I guess if you're whirling around, every bit of damage is kind of neat. We got lucky early season, had 3 Hawkers in the group. All those mid-low things were all available. Wow. 3 Hawkers. Trailing Barbarians. So yeah, you can also go Whirlwind Assassin and do like Clawmaster. You can go Fate, but I mean, I don't know if you need that. I would rather walk faster. That means you also spin faster. Not spin around faster, but you know, move faster while spinning. And Venom, yeah, helps your damage. And you can put in like 20 points in the Death Sentry if you like, and then 20 in Lightning Sentry to make Death Sentry lightning damage a bit better. But there's a few variants. It's quite flexible, which is nice. But I guess only Claw Mastery is really a must for Whirlwind Assassin, and then you want +2 skills to elevate your Whirlwind. And in that case, like, yeah, Fortitude is more damage, Enigma is +2 skills on everything, and also Teleport, of course. Where are the drops, guys? And why am I 4 minutes into this one run? Jalop Flame Finger. Bing, bing, bing. All the bling bling drops here. Rings, topaz, emerald. Amazing. Alright. So let me check in with the wife. Wait. Let me check in with the wife. I think she wants to sleep soon or something. Then I maybe need to take the baby. 1 second. All right, let's do a couple more runs. Thinking go up to 60 runs. And wait, I need to delete this one. And yeah, then I'm gonna be off. Really need to find some decent rune. Also wondering if I should build my, I don't know, crazy high magic find Blade Fear Assassin, because you can do that, right? I have this video about 700%, 725% magic find, stacking up my inventory, of course, but also the items, huh? Because to really do this for 1 minute runs, you only need either Natalia's weapon or Leg of Heads. Oh, sorry, I'm getting tired. I actually could fill my inventory with magic point charms. I just don't have them. I'm really debating playing non-ladder because I have the stuff. I don't have all the stuff. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you watch this non-ladder? I mean, you cannot even tell if this is ladder or non-ladder, right? Oh, I guess everybody just plays ladder, but then again, everybody also has non-ladder characters. I mean, all the stuff we played last season, that's still there, and it's like just sitting there. Oh, Suvaya. Meow. There might even be more trading going on non-ladder, but it might also be inflated. I don't know, I'm really unsure. Because then on non-ladder, what is the goal? The goal is then to build like the most kick-ass whirlwind assassin, I guess. And if that's the goal now in ladder, then why not go non-ladder? We already have a better starting point. I always like the fresh start, but I also want to play a certain build. I have a non-ladder, I do it. Yeah, I also like the fresh start, but then again, it's not fresh anymore after some time, right? Hmm. I guess in terms of viewing experience, it's quite the same thing. I wonder if there are a lot of open games in non-ladder, or if there are more non-ladder than on ladder. Because I can really see people saying like, okay, why would I play ladder? I guess there are a few rune words that only work ladder, like Bulwark and Cure and whatever they're called. Did the others move to ladder even, like Mosaic? Sorry, did Mosaic move to non-ladder? Can I make it a non-ladder? Because if you think about it, what is the ladder about? Yeah, fresh start. But I mean, that's only gonna be worthwhile for a short time. And then it's the leaderboards, which doesn't really matter because I'm not like playing for 99. And then yeah, maybe ladder only rune words or also changes with each season, but we don't have changes. Not sure if we have leather only rune words still. If so, then it's not really rune words that I might need. And non-leather is also legit. Like, the point in playing online is, okay, it's always there. You can play it from anywhere. And it's not tampered with, right? It's not hero edited or anything. Because it's like, even if I play single player, I'm like, well, I could just, hero edit the stuff. Why would I just, farm single player? Although, like, static maps are really cool for farming. Okay, this is it. Last run. Oh. Oh, swap your weapon. Come on. Come on. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Go Riders! Hell yeah. Actually, we need that for our Wellman assessment. And the Lam rune on top of it. Go Riders. That's a nice Lam rune. Oops. That's a nice ending. Ooh, what are they worth currently? On Tradery. War Rider. Vex. East. Mal. Low. They don't get a low for it. Goal. Vex. So I guess East or Mal. Cool. Energy gods. Not a bad final run. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This one. Nothing. Okay, but that's it for today. Thank you so much for stepping into the chat room, for coming here, for chatting with me. So as you can see, I have like this one. This was one of the first ones. And I think she's a Bladefurry assassin. Yeah, with the Plague, F, with Fortitude, all the good stuff. And I also have another Plague here and Chaos here. And I think one of these is in a superior base, which is, I can never really repair it, because one downside to Whirlwind is you have to repair your weapon like all the time. And then I also have this one, is also Whirlwind Assassin. And then I have this one, it's got, I think, only Blade Fury Assassin. And yeah, I don't know. They look the same, no? Yeah, I don't know. I actually want to play Ladder, but we won't go Riders. So yeah, thank you and have a nice day, evening, morning, wherever you are. Good luck, have fun, and goodbye.